Hey, I promise everybody that I'm gonna say why I'm coming to Latin America and why I'm thinking about crossing 10 countries, 9 countries without visa basically. So the thing is, it's a long story. I will try to make it kind of fast. When I had 19, I was in the state and I fall in love with a girl that I just meet in a tropical restaurant in Miami in South Beach. This girl was exchange student from Russia, and I was there as a tourist, so I was living without paper in that time. And when I saw her, I just felt the butterfly, and her also. We fall in love from the first second that we saw each other. And then it was so crazy that we were married in the first 2 weeks, I guess. And I had to convert to Christianity from being Muslim to marry her. And I did it because I was really crazy in love. And then after a year, she was pregnant with my son, that his name is Alexander. Then after that, I left the state because I was very stupid. And the time that I was with her, I was so immature. She was a lot more mature than me. She tried everything to help me. She tried everything to make me a better person. But in that time, I don't know how to say it, but I don't find anything to say apart that I was so immature. And I loved her so much that I was so jealous and so overreacting, and I didn't let her breathe. And I'm really deeply sorry for that. And when we broke up and when I left, we had connection, we called each other and stuff like that, but I was married again after a while with an American lady. Her name was Meredith, and she was maniac depressive. I lived with her for 7 months. It was the worst time of my life because everything that Anna did with me, I wanted to do with the other woman that I want to marry. I tried to be nice, I tried to be different, but it's karma, so I had to pay back. And then after that lady that I was married with, she tell Anna a lot of crazy things about me to make Anna afraid. So the contact stopped between me and Anna. And then I couldn't reach them anymore. I didn't know any phone number, I didn't know the address. I sent hundreds and hundreds of emails, but I didn't have answers. And I was always trying to connect with them, but I couldn't. And that's why in one moment I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna see my son one day, I don't know if I'm gonna meet Anna another time. But I never lost hope. After years I traveled around the world. I went to so many different countries. I did so many different things, a lot of ups and downs. And then I understood a lot of things. I always tried to do loads of social work with children because that was the thing that made me feel like I'm closer to my son. So that's why, in the last 5 years, I did a lot of events in orphanages, paint 3 schools. I did an humanity association called Why Not Now. Then I created a hotel, or Artel. It was a new concept. It's a house with art gallery inside, and the Humanity Association, and the hostel in the same time. And I had a lot of artists that came to this place, and we start from scratch. The house was a ruin, and then after that it became a beautiful space where a lot of people come to see. Then after a while, I had a cousin that lives in Boston in America, and he told me that there is a website where he can search for people and maybe he can find addresses or phone numbers. So I was like, please, can you see if you can find the number of my wife, and maybe I could talk to my son, or I could know something about it, because I've been like something, it's really funny and crazy. I've been like doing the birthday of my son alone for 15 years, or this year was not alone, because this year I already talked to him one time and it was so different. And I never ever forget about my son. I always wanted to see him one day. I always wanted to come back to Anna and like to tell her how much I'm sorry. I don't want to like say that I want to come back to be her husband or whatever, because it's not the thing. I respect her so much, and I just want to say sorry, and that I really admire, and I'm so happy that I had her in my life, and I'm so sorry that I didn't listen to her and I wasn't mature enough to know that she wanted only my good. She wanted me to be a better person. But I believe everything happened for a reason, so that's why I'm here now. So this year, in my son's birthday, my gift for him was this. It's Alexander with his date of birth, with a lot of birds around, a lot of possibilities, and I'm coming. And because I'm Moroccan and I have a Moroccan passport, so basically I can't just go to the state and then meet him. So I was thinking what I'm gonna do, and I thought about, because the house that I have, the Artel, it's not mine, it's just a rental, and then I had a lot of things inside that house. So what I did, I sold everything I own in that house. It wasn't a lot, it was about maybe 4,000 or 5,000 euros, something like this. But it was a guy from Germany that his name was Alexander, the same name of my son, and he had a family. And he came, and in 3 days or 4 days, I don't know how it happened, but he's just wanted to be in my house and wanted to take this house and change it to his style and do something in it. And that's give me opportunity of being closer to my son. So I sold everything. I took a flight ticket. I came to Brazil, knowing that Brazil I can be without visa, but then from Brazil till Mexico, all it's with visa for Moroccans. So I decide to cross all these countries illegally till I will reach Mexico, and then from there I wanna see my son, and I wanna do everything so I can see him. In the way, I don't wanna go now because my son is just 15 and he has a life, and I don't wanna disturb his life. I don't wanna come and like he will start to think about me. I can't come anyway because I don't have papers, but I want him to focus on his life and to focus on what he does, because he's really good at school. He's playing soccer and he's really good at it, and I really want him to focus on what he does. What I'm gonna do now, as I was doing social work in Morocco and in different countries, I wanna play music around South America. I'm gonna cross illegally a lot of countries. In these countries, I will play music in the street. I will meet musicians, and then I wanna create a band that I will call Why Not Now. And with this band, We're gonna play music around all South America. This band will be from street performers. So I will meet people in the street and then I will talk to them about this project. And if they want to follow me, I will go around all South America, and then if it works good, then we can be sponsored and then go to America. Think with this band that 30% will come because we will play in the street. We'll go for social work. So we're gonna try to do as much social work in this way. We're gonna go to orphanages, to schools, to a lot of places. We're gonna work, like play music for them, do events there, and try to help as much as we can. And then in these 3 years, I really will try to do something that this, I don't know how to say it, but this band that I want to create, it will be with different people. I want that I have black and white, straight and gay, Muslim, Christian, Jews. I want a human to be together. So the concept of this band is coexistence, forgiveness and acceptance. So we want people to start to accept each other as a human being. If we don't forgive people, how do you want them to change? If we don't give a chance to people to be a better person, how you want this person to change? I don't say that I'm a good person or I'm the best or whatever. I'm just a human being. I do mistakes and I do good also. And I want to do good because in my life a lot of people believed in me and I betrayed them. Because I was selfish, I was egoist, I was thinking about myself. But now, I'm thinking about changing the world. And I started from myself. So I forgive myself. Because I believe if I don't forgive myself, I can't forgive others. And I love myself. If I can't love myself, I can't love others. And now I believe that I can come and meet a lot of people. And with these people, I will change the world. And one day, I can hug my son and have him in between my arms and tell him how much I love him. And I'm not waiting for anything from my son. I just want him to know that I care about him and that I love him. And I know that this trip is very dangerous. Crossing these countries without papers, with all the materials we have, I don't think it's easy. But I believe if I reach America and I see my son, that will be amazing. If I die in the way, at least I want my son to know that I never, ever forget about him. And every year, every second, every minute, I was thinking about him. Every time I meet someone that has a son, I was telling him my story. Every time that I meet someone that has a child, the age of my son, I used to feel crazy. The day that I talked to him on the phone, and it was only one time, I was shaking. I felt like I'm gonna lose conscious. And this is why I'm doing this trip. And starting from zero, I know I don't have enough money, but I have the power to get there, and I believe that one day I will get there. So this is my story, and oh, by the way, I really want to say a big thank you for my son's stepfather, because this guy take care of my son, and if my son is that good now, it's thanks to his mother and to this person. So from this place, I want to say to you thank you, and I respect so much what you did, and I hope that you and Anna has the most beautiful life. And I don't know why I have the feeling that we could be friends. Another thing, for Alexander, but the person that took the project from me, him and his family, from this place I want to say thank you so much, because thanks to you I can do this project and I can go try to see my son. And maybe I will, and if I will, it will be because of you also, because you helped me to do this. So thank you to you, to Happy, and to all the people that make me believe in what I want to do. So I hope that a lot of people will help us in the way. If because we're gonna go now from Brazil to, we are now in Rio de Janeiro, and we're gonna go tomorrow to the borders near Peru, and we're gonna try to cross the border, and then after that we're gonna cross the border to Ecuador, then from Ecuador to Colombia, then from Colombia to all the other countries like Panama, Honduras, all that till Mexico. And then from there we'll see how it's gonna happen. And I hope I'm gonna meet a lot of musicians and street performers that believe in coexistence and believe that we could be a human, and we could just forgive each other, and we could accept each other. It doesn't matter our differences. And this is the goal of this trip. Apart meeting my son, it's really sending the message of coexistence, and that we are only human. We all the same. We should just trust each other and believe in each other and accept each other. It doesn't matter our differences. Really, that's the key, is acceptance. And I hope that a lot of people will want to follow us in this trip. If I meet a lot of musicians and I create this band and this group, I think we can make a difference in this world. So this is my story, very fast, like very roughly. I hope that, I don't know, I feel so, I don't know, I don't even find words anymore. But if my son see this video, I just want to tell you that I love you, and I really do, from the bottom of my heart, and I never ever forget about you. And if I'm here, it's because of you. It's because I want to see you. And I don't want you to think that I'm doing this just like for YouTube or for whatever, because it's not. If I'm doing this because I believe that there is so many fathers like me that doesn't have this chance to do what I'm doing now, or maybe they're afraid to say it or to do it. And I want this experience to be an example for a lot of people. If they do love their children, and if they are in a situation where they can't really act because of fear, because of disappointment, because of shame, if it's your child, do everything for it. And it doesn't matter the reaction of your child. The matter is how much you care. So this is the story, and this is what we want to do as a project. And I hope, I really hope, that I will meet my son before I die. And I say again, I don't want nothing apart love and about hugging my son even for one time.